This is the plaintiff, Chantel Brown. She says the defendant, her godsister, asked her to cash a money order for her, so she did. Needless to say, the money order was bad. Her account was deducted, and the defendant doesn't seem to think she's responsible for making things right and paying her the $2,412.35 she's out, so she's suing. This is the defendant, Katisha. She says she had no idea the money orders weren't legit because they were delivered by FedEx. They were payment for some work she had done and thought her employer was on the up and up. She doesn't owe the plaintiff anything because they were both bamboozled, and she's a victim here too. She's accused of being unsisterly.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff cashed a money order for her godsister, and it was bogus, and now she's stuck. But the defendant says she had no idea the money orders were bogus. It's the case of money not made to order.
Thank you, Douglas. Chantel Brown?
Yes.
You are suing Katisha. You've asked us not to mention your last name.
Yes.
For $2,412.35. $1,935 of it for money orders that she had you deposit in your account that turned out to be fraudulent. $400 for pain and suffering. $100 for some loan that has nothing to do with this, and bank fees. All right, tell me what's going on.
Well, I've known Katisha for most of my life since I was about 11 or 12 years old. Her son is my godbrother, so I consider
Her son is your?
my godbrother.
What does that mean?
Mean that my parents are his godparent.
Okay, gotcha.
So I consider her as a sister.
Okay.
She called me the end of February, I believe it was, about a money order. And she said that, I don't know what the problem was with her cashing it, but she was having problems with cashing it because of her ID or something. And, she called me a distress. She was, worried about paying bills and helping her mom out and things like that. So, as a loving friend and, pretty much family member, I helped her out. She asked if I can lend her the money and then deposit the money order in my account, which I did.
How much money did you give her?
$1,900.
Complete $1,900.
That was the amount of the money order. To me, that was the same as cash. It was a money order. I didn't think it was fraudulent. I didn't think it was anything.
Who were the money orders from? Like, what kind of money orders were they?
I'm not sure exactly. She said it was from a company that she worked for.
But you didn't photocopy them before you deposited them into your account?
Photocopy?
Did the bank send you a copy of it
Yes.
when they reversed it?
Yes, I have it.
Do you have the copy
Yes,
of it?
I do.
May I see that?
Sure.
Where did these money orders come from?
I'm a mystery shopper.
You're a what?
A mystery shopper.
What's a mystery shopper?
You are paid basically to go into certain businesses and you critique it. How the customer service skills are, how the place of business is it clean, how long it took them to wait on you. That's pretty much what I took.
I want to do that. How much do you get paid to do that?
It depends. In this case, I did about 4 right around the holiday season of 2011.
You got to do it anyway. Might as well get paid.
Exactly.
You did about 4 what?
I did 4 secret.
4 hours or 4 visits?
No, 4 different companies, which each of them took.
Wait, 4 different companies hired you as a mystery shopper?
No.
4
One-
different stores you visited as a mystery shopper?
Exactly.
Okay. And they were going to pay you how much for that? $1,900 to go to the 4 stores and do your Christmas shopping?
Well, you got to divide.
Why doesn't everybody do it?
I don't know. It sounds great. Well, until you don't get paid.
Oh, it's that almost sounds too good to be true. Oh, right, it is.
Right.
Go ahead.
But the $1,900 was divided amongst the 4. Okay.
Still.
So even that, I got my payment for being a mystery shopper. And then they send you money. If it's a department store, you buy whatever you normally would buy every day. They give you the money for that also.
So did they do that?
Yes, that's why when they gave me the money orders or what have you, I had called her to ask, because I was catching.
Because you had already received money from this mystery shopping company.
All the time. I've been with them for 2 years. Never
2
ran
years.
into the problem
So
or
what
anything. Unfortunately, when she called to tell me that the checks were fraudulent, I said, let me get back in touch with you. I need to call them. When I called, I just got the voicemail. No return phone calls, no letter, no anything until a month later.
Okay.
A month later, they did advise me that those particular money orders was not fraudulent. And I said, well, the bank begged to differ, but what are we going to do? You have to give me that back because I performed the duty.
Right.
You owe me that money.
And?
They went out of business in California.
Ooh.
So that left me hanging. And honestly, when she called me, I felt that I didn't owe her because we're both victims. I mean, pretty much.
Just a moment. I think that your home shopping, your mystery shopping company are a bunch of frauds. But the bottom line is, how are you both victims when she's out 1,900 and you're out nothing?
Because I depended on this company for quite some time, that they were reliable and that I knew.
What are you out?
My work that I went to do at the holiday season.
How are you out that? Didn't she give you the $1,900?
And then I gave her $300 out of each of that. That's $600 out of that.
She gave you $600?
No, ma'am.
Yes, to cash it. Yes.
No, ma'am.
Wait, to cash it? You mean for cashing it?
Yes.
Because she cashed it for you?
Because she cashed it.
You paid her $600, 30% of your earnings.
Yes,
you paid
I
her for
did.
cashing the money?
Yes, I did.
I think I'd rather cash the check than.
Yeah, that's
do the
not-
shopping.
I don't know.
That's not true.
What is that?
I did not receive anything.
Did you receive anything?
Nothing.
She
Not a
didn't
penny?
give
She
it all
called
to
me a day after and asked for $100 extra to help her mom out. And she asked me to ask my husband if it was okay.
Come on
I
up.
talked to my husband.
Husband?
Up to the mic.
What do you know about this?
Well, I know that my wife came to me, asked me for $100.
Did she tell you why?
Yeah, she said to help her god sister, I believe.
Okay, and did she tell you that the day before she had cashed $1,900 into the account and money orders from her?
Yeah, she mentioned the $1,900.
Did she ever mention she got $600 for it?
No.
Did she mention she get anything for it?
No.
Did you ask her why she got involved in that?
Well, I told her to get the documentation for everything that she was gonna, let somebody borrow it. So just in case,
Did you
anything.
tell her to get documentation about the 100?
I believe so.
Did you get documentation about the 100?
I didn't.
Okay, tell me about the 100.
She left a voicemail and everything. We
Yeah,
had
that's-
Facebook message.
I can't even remember that.
Okay,
or
can I ask you a
recall it.
question? Can you let me do what I do?
Yes, ma'am.
See, let me tell you, I asked her that question because I wanted to hear her answer. Right before she could give it, you made sure she wouldn't lie. I wanted her to lie if she was going to lie. All right? There's an art to what I do. I've been doing it without you my entire life, so don't pipe up in the middle of the question. Now that she knows you have a tape, I suspect that the answer is going to be, I just don't know. I can't remember a thing, which is what she just said.
I didn't recall it, honestly. I didn't.
Okay, so I give you my money order because I don't have a bank, and you cash it for me, and you give me the money, and then a day later, the bank finds out my money order was bogus, and you sue me. Does she lose or do I lose in this lawsuit?
Me personally, when it comes to money, I think there should be no winners, and I think you should.
But there got to be a winner. Come on, there's got to be a winner or loser. She loses or I lose.
I think she loses. She should have known that it was fake.
Well, how does she know? I mean, if I didn't know, how does she know? What do you think?
To be honest, I think she would lose. I think she would lose because,
Guys, you're heartless going inside the courtroom.
Show me the Facebook messages.
I thought she went back to the $100 that they gave me at the time of my daughter's death.
You think she's asking for $100 back from the time of your daughter's death?
Yes.
Right, because that's the kind of person she is.
That was just a message when I was trying to contact her, and she stopped answering my calls. So I Facebook messaged her, and she tried to say that I only owed her $1,000.
I am not home, but I can start paying you every 2 weeks. What was it? It's cut off, but should it say
didn't
$150?
Yeah.
And the total amount is $1,000. Then she answers, the total amount is the amount on that bad check money order, and $150 is not going to work. I have things that I have to do with that money I lent you to you thinking the check was going to clear, which was $1,900. I don't know where you're getting this $1,000 from, but I have a copy of the money order. You know how much I handed to you and how much was on the money order. So why are you trying to get over on me? I'm already in a jacked up position because of you. You said you got your taxes, just pay me my money. Was there a response after that?
No, she never responded.
So she didn't say, what are you talking about? I gave you $600.
Never responded.
Okay. Do you have any proof of giving her $600?
Me?
Yep.
No.
Okay. Tell me about now. Has this refreshed your memory on the $100?
Now.
Okay.
Yes,
tell me about
once
the $100.
you said it.
Okay.
I basically needed the $100 to help my mom out.
And when was that?
I want to say end of February, beginning of March.
But it was after the money order thing?
Yes. Yes.
So you pay her $600 and ask for $100 the next day?
Basically.
That doesn't sound believable.
But that's how the phone call went.
You have a tape?
No, unfortunately, the phone that I had, I no longer have, so I don't
you said
have the-
earlier that you have it on.
I had one, but I
You had
switched
one?
phone. Yeah.
That's sort of funny because if you had said that, she might have denied the 100. She thinks you had the tape, so did I. Okay. You would have to be able to prove to me that you paid her $600 for me to deduct that from the $1,900 you obviously owe her. It would never be the case that you would owe her $0 because it's not her problem if you do business with a fly-by-night company that goes out of business and then owes you money. If she is cashing your checks and your checks don't go through, then that is your problem. It has not become her problem just because she did you a favor. I'm going to find in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of the $1,900. It actually comes up to $1,935. Show me proof of the bank fees. Have you two talked to each other since this happened?
She stopped answering my phone calls after this.
Did you guys used to talk to each other all the time before this?
Like every other month or so because she was always out doing singing gigs or performances or things like that out of town.
So you two have not socialized or bonded or anything like you're done with each other. You've been close all your lives and now you're done with each other over this because she's lying on you. So I don't see how you can ever resume your friendship. And left you hanging.
Pretty much.
So that's, what a travesty. I find in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of the money orders, plus your bank fees, which you were able to prove up, plus the $100 that she admitted. You don't get pain and suffering on a case like this. Verdicts for the plaintiff in the amount of $2,012.35.
Thank you, Your Honor.
On both sides?
Well, first out of the courtroom, here's the defendant right here. You look like you have a smile on your face. What's that about? Is that a smile?
Yes, a very good smile.
Why?
Because this is just a bunch of garbage.
What is she was there when
She
you
knows
needed?
I gave her that $600.
What about the rest of it?
Well, the rest of it I didn't get and she didn't get, so we were both out.
Now, this is somebody you've known since you were 12 years old?
Yeah, and I still love her. I have no animosity against her. No.
Would you go to her if you needed money? Again?
Probably not.
Oh, no?
No.
Okay, you just head right down there. Well, she wouldn't go to you if she needed money next time. Are you insulted now?
Very insulted.
Why would she do this to you?
I have no idea. I've never done anything, to harm her, to cause her any type of problems or anything. I just did it to help her out in love, I don't hold any grudges, but,
If she needs a few bucks, you're there for
Never.
her. Harvey?
Fact is, it's the defendant who has the ability to go back to the person who gave her the money order, so it makes sense that she's on the hook. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.